And we're back here on the Bulldogs Sports Network. I'm Jacob Cater, the voice of the Bulldogs, and we will go courtside for some starting lineups.
Starting at guard, a senior, number 5, Ethan Hopkins. And now for your Quitman Bulldogs. Starting at guard, a junior, number 23, Owen Brantley. Starting at guard, a junior, number 24, Zane Pierce. Starting at guard, a senior, number 22, Luke Broadway. Starting at forward, a senior, number 21, Ethan Thurman. Starting at forward, a senior, number 3, Grayson Ely.
And we're back as we have starting lineups for both teams. For the visiting White County Central Bears, they come into this contest with a record of 9-9 and a 1-3 record in conference play. Their starters, number 2, Alex Benavides, Gabe McEwen, number 4, number 5, Ethan Hopkins, number 30, Jackson Gillum, and number 42, Colton Curtis. For the Bulldogs, number 3, Grayson Ely, number 21, Ethan Thurman, number 22, Luke Broadway, number 23, Owen Brantley, and number 24, Zane Pierce. Bulldogs come into this matchup with a record of 3-9 and 0-4 in conference. The Bulldogs won a close one last night over the Red Devils of Atkins here on their home floor, looking to push that momentum into this game as Pierce in the circle will get the tip for Quitman. Owen Brantley will start things off at the top of the key. He's going to give it over to Broadway. Bounce pass back to Brantley, now to Pierce. Pierce to Thurman, inside the paint to Ely, back out to Broadway, loses it. He'll regain it. Set up the play call again, 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Thurman in the corner, 6 to shoot. He's going to be called for the travel on the drive inside. Gillum will inbound it to number 5, Ethan Hopkins. Down low, Hopkins under the basket, puts it up and in. Brantley with the ball in his hands will break the timeline for the Bulldogs. Pass over to Broadway on the far side. Now back over to Brantley, who reels it in. The pass way over his head. Great athletic play there by Brantley. He's going to give it in baseline to Thurman. Thurman kicks it back out. Zane Pierce for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound brought down by Jackson Gillum. Gillum, the pass. Back out. It's going to find number 42, Colton Curtis. Here's Hopkins. Now Curtis. Back to Hopkins. Shots up. No good. Rebound's going to be brought down by Benavides. Excuse me, that is Gabe McEwen. McEwen's going to be fouled beneath the basket. They're going to call that one on Ethan Thurman. Inbound pass. Now down low is going to find McEwen. McEwen backs down the defender. Tries to kick it back out. It's going to go out of bounds. Brantley with the ball. Will break the timeline for the Bulldogs. Pass over to Pierce in the corner. Pierce looks for an open man. Finds Brantley. Brantley back over to Broadway. Broadway. Kick out to Pierce. Pierce drives inside. Pulls up the jumper. Can't get it to go. Nice swat out by Thurman. Bulldogs with a new 35 on the clock. Brantley drives in the paint. Puts it up and in. Now here's Hopkins. He's going to try to drive baseline. He's going to throw it off of Brantley's leg. It's going to be out of bounds off the Bulldogs. The inbound pass to Gillum beneath the basket. Gets through his fingers. He's going to pick it back up. Passes it back out to Curtis for three. On the way, no good. There's an over-the-back call against the Bears. Number 4, Gabe McEwen. Draws the foul call. Brantley will bring it down the floor for Quitman. Back to Pierce. Bounce pass inside to Ely. Back out to Brantley. Brantley comes in. Jumpers up. No good. Rebound by Broadway. Broadway back out to Brantley. Fresh 35 for the Bulldogs. Broadway for three. Off the mark. No good, but he will be fouled on the shot. So Broadway is going to get to go to the line to shoot three. Foul's going to be called on Colton Curtis. First free throw from Broadway is no good. Bulldogs, just like their female counterparts, have not been great from the free throw line this season. Second free throw is no good from Broadway. Here's the third one on the way. Up and in. Well, he got one out of the three. Here's Hopkins with the ball. A pass way across the floor to Curtis. Now here's Gillum. That one's outside, knocked away. Ely picks it up. Ely to the basket, puts it up. Can't get it to go, but he will go to the line to shoot. Foul called against number 5, Ethan Hopkins of the Bears. Ely at the line shooting two. His first one is up and in. Second free throw on the way. It's good. Bulldogs up 5-2 with 4:49 to go here in the first quarter. Hopkins with the ball for the Bears. He's looking for an open man, being pressured. He's going to find McEwen. McEwen down low to Benavides. Benavides can't get it to go. Brantley gets the ball back. Pass to Pierce. Pierce rips it out of the air. Pass to Brantley. Brantley for three. On the way, no good. Benavides on the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Thurman. That's going to be Thurman's second foul. Hopkins will bring it across the timeline for the Bears. They look to go inside. Nice pass. It's taken away by Thurman. Thurman to the other end of the floor. Pass to Ely is great. Off the glass. It's up. It's no good. He'll be fouled by Benavides. Alex Benavides picks up his first foul. Ely at the line shooting. His first one is up and in. Here's the second one on the way from Ely. Up and good. 4 for Ely tonight, all from the charity stripe, as the Bulldogs have a 7-2 5-point lead. Pass inside, taken away by Broadway. Broadway up ahead to Ely. Ely to the basket, puts it up off the glass. It's good! 6 points for Ely tonight. That's his first basket. That's not a free throw. Pass in the corner finds Benavides. And that one's taken away by Ely. Ely to the other end of the floor. Puts it up, puts it off the glass, and it's in. Grayson Ely, coast to coast for the Bulldogs. Gives him 8 points this first quarter. Bulldogs lead it 11-2 with 3:16 to go in the first. Here's Hopkins, and it looks like White County's going to want a timeout. So that means we'll get to recognize some more of our wonderful sponsors here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Arkansas Second Home Services takes care of your home while you're away. Give us a call or check out the website to see all services offered. Go Dogs. Laura Davis with RE/MAX Elite Real Estate is here to help you buy or sell your home or land. For a great real estate experience and an agent with expertise, give Laura a call at 501-269-0649. Circle L Heat and Air is a locally owned business taking pride in supporting all things Quitman for over 10 years. Let's go Bulldogs! The inbound coming from Jeremiah Ganley. And he will give it in. Now here's Hopkins on the baseline looking for a man to kick it out to. He's going to find Curtis for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound's going to be brought down by McEwen. And they're going to say it's out of bounds on Ethan Black. So it'll stay with White County. Inbound pass is going to find McEwen. There's going to be a foul called against the Bulldogs. That's going to be called on Owen Brantley, his first foul. The inbound pass to Curtis, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Black. Black to the other end of the floor, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Ely on the rebound. He's going to turn around, shots up, he'll be fouled. Grayson Ely will get to go to the line once again. And he will put the first one up. It's off the mark, no good. Second shot from Grayson's up and in. Bulldogs now lead it by 10, 12-2, 2:32 to play in the first quarter. Here's a drive by Gillum. He's going to put it up, and he will be fouled beneath the basket. Gillum's going to get to go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Ethan Black. That's his first. Jackson Gillum at the charity stripe for the Bears. First shot's up, and it's no good. Second free throw from Gillum on the way. Up and in. Bulldogs take it to the other end of the floor. Brantley is going to bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Hand it over to Pierce. Now to Ely. Back to Pierce. Pierce going to fire the 3. It's on the way. Off the mark. No good. Rebound brought down by the Bears. They're going to give it to Hopkins. Hopkins pass in the corner. Is going to find Ganley. Ganley down low. Now back to Ganley in the paint. Pass out to Gillum. Gillum down low. Is going to find big number 45, Timothy Bryant. And the Bulldogs take it away. Ely to the other end of the floor, off the glass, up and in. Grayson Ely with 2 more to his name. Grayson Ely with 11 of the Bulldogs' 14 tonight. 14-3 is the score, and there's going to be a foul on the floor called against the Bulldogs. I think they're going to get Grayson. That'll be his first personal foul. 5 team fouls apiece for each team, so that puts the Bears at the line to shoot. Hopkins at the line. His first is up and in. Second one from Hopkins, up and good. Brantley will bring it down the floor. The pass over to Broadway. Broadway looking for a man. Is going to find Pierce at the top of the key. Now to Brantley. Brantley fires a 3 off the mark. No good. Zane Pierce on the rebound. Brings it down. Bulldogs with a fresh 35. He'll give it to Black. Now back out to Pierce. Pierce fakes a shot. Goes to his right. Hands it to Broadway. Now to Black in the corner. Back out to Brantley. Brantley now to Broadway. Now here's Pierce. Brantley looks for a man inside. Going to give it to Black on the key for 3. No good. Rebound brought down by number 5, Ethan Hopkins. Hopkins on a spin move. Kicks it back out. 3-point shot on the way from Bryant. No good. Excuse me, that's Curtis. And it's out of bounds. Off the Bears. Bulldogs lead 14-5 with 49.1 seconds to go in the first quarter. Broadway inbounds it in the backcourt to Brantley. Brantley pass over to Black. Now to Brantley again. Now into the corner to Broadway. Nice bounce pass inside on the baseline to Ely. He'll put it up and he will draw the contact. Ely's going to get to go to the line again for the Bulldogs. This will be his 4th trip to the charity stripe in this first quarter. First shot from Ely is up and in. Second shot from Ely is good as well. That gives him 13 in the first quarter. Hopkins will bring the ball down the floor. And the shot clock and game clock are just about in line with each other. Bears are going to melt some time off the clock and try to get the last shot before the quarter expires. Inside, here's Gillum off the glass. He'll put it up and in. So that'll send us to the second quarter of action. Your score, Bulldogs lead it by 9, 16-7. We'll be right back. And we're back for the second quarter of action. 16-7 the score. Here's a shot up and in from Gillum. And he puts 2 in for the Bears, who are seeming to come out of hibernation here in this ball game. Bulldogs to Ely for jumper. Off the mark, no good. Rebound is pulled down by Hopkins. (16-9) the score. 7:11 to go until the half. Gillum on the inside drive, guarded by Pierce. He's going to give it back out to Benavides. Now over to Hopkins. Gillum. It's going to be knocked away by Ely. And picked back up by Gillum in the backcourt. Here's a three-point shot on the way, off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled down by McEwen. Bears get a fresh 35. Gillum's going to try the three ball, no good. That one's put up by Hopkins, and he'll put it back in. Bulldogs did not rebound on that possession by the Bears. And that leads to them closing the gap. It's a 5-point ball game. Black on the inside, kicks it back out to Ely for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound's going to be brought down by Jeremiah Ganley. Gillum, handoff, shots up from Hopkins. Deep three is good. And Coach Sensabaugh wants a timeout. 16-14, the Bears have come back and put it within one possession. It's a 2-point ball game, and we'll get to hear from our sponsors. This broadcast is brought to you by Petit Jean Fiber. It's a proud supporter and platinum sponsor of Quitman Bulldog Athletics. Petit Jean Fiber provides better internet, better service, and better pricing. Call 501-745-2493 for more information. Calico Trailers is a proud platinum sponsor of Quitman Athletics. Calico is a family-owned and operated business serving Quitman and beyond since 1983. They custom build all trailers to fit all customers' needs. Visit calicotrailers.com for more information. And Ethan Black will inbound it to Brantley in the backcourt for the Bulldogs. He's going to give it to Ely in the corner. Ely looking for a man inside. Back out to Brantley. Brantley now to Black. Black to Brantley, who thought about shooting. He's going to pull up from the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Rebound's going to be brought down by Hopkins. Hopkins will get it and take it to the other end of the floor. Hopkins now over to Gillum. Gillum guarded by Ely on the inside. Jumper's up, no good. He's going to try it again off the glass. That one's no good, and the rebound that time by McEwen is put in for two. That's going to tie this ball game up at 16. Bulldogs not doing well on the offensive boards tonight. Or defensive boards, I should say, or just about any board. Pass back out. It's going to find Brantley. Brantley to Black. Black for three. On the way. It's good! 3-point basket. Ethan Black puts the Bulldogs back up by three. 19-16. 4:42 to go in the half. Ethan Hopkins with the ball. He's going to try to take it inside. Find a man to pass it to. He's going to pull up the jumper, and that one will fall for Ethan Hopkins, who leads the Bears in scoring with 11. Black, the pass inside, finds Pierce. Now Hartwick in the corner. Black back out to Brantley. He's going to find Ely on the other baseline. He'll kick it back out to Brantley. Brantley's going to find Black. Black's going to take it inside. Black, jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound by Gillum. Gillum's going to take it to the other end of the floor. He's going to give it to Hopkins. Hopkins looks to go inside, kicks it into, well, he thought about kicking it into the corner. He's going to give it back out to Benavides. Now to Hopkins, a deep three from the gold cue. It's no good. He's going to get his own rebound, drive inside, puts it up, and the Bulldogs let him have it. Hopkins gets 2 more. That puts White County up by 1, 20-19. Hartwick with the ball in the corner. Bounce pass to Ely in the other corner. Shots up, it's good! 3-point basket, Grayson Ely. Puts the Bulldogs back up by 2. 22-20, 3:05 to go in the half. Here's Gillum with the ball on the outside. He's going to give it to Benavides. Benavides, a bounce pass inside. That one's going to find Hopkins. Now back out. 3-point shot on the way. No good from Curtis. Ball's going to go out of bounds off the hands of McEwen, and the Bulldogs will have it back. Ely checks out of the ball game for the Bulldogs. Ethan Thurman's going to come in and take his place. Thurman will give the inbound to the backcourt to Brantley. Brantley over to Broadway. Bounce pass inside, finds Pierce. Pierce to Hartwick, tries to get it there. It's going to be out of bounds, broken up by Benavides. Looks like Curtis will check out of the ball game, and Jeremiah Ganley's going to come in. Thurman gets the bounce pass from the inbound. He's going to go inside the paint, puts it up, count the basket, and 1 for Ethan Thurman. Thurman's first points of the night. And we'll see if he can complete the old-fashioned three-pointer, and he does. That'll put the Bulldogs back up by 2 possessions. It's 25-20. Gillum with the ball. He'll bring it down the floor for the Bears. Pass to Hopkins. And there's going to be a foul on the baseline. They're going to get Slade Hartwick. That's going to be his first foul. Grayson Ely checks back into the game. He'll take the place of Slade. And the Bulldogs, up by 5, will be on the defensive end of things. Looks like Hopkins will play inbounder for the Bears. He'll get it in. A nice shot underneath the basket. Shots up, no good from McEwen. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Brantley gets it. He's going to be fouled by Benavides. That's going to be the second foul on Benavides. Brantley will bring it across the timeline, passing the corner to Thurman. Thurman on the baseline drive. He's going to knock it off the legs of Benavides, and it's going to go out of bounds. Thurman inbounds to Brantley. Now to Ely. Ely looking for a man, back to Brantley. Handoff to Broadway. Broadway circles back to the top of the key. Down pass over to Brantley. Brantley thought about shooting, going to give it back to Broadway at the top. Broadway back to Brantley. A bounce pass to the baseline. Thurman drives, puts it up. He's swatted by Gillum. It's going to go out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Bulldogs. Thurman gets the inbound inside the paint, gives it to Ely. Nice pass. Ely can't hang on to it. It's going to go between the legs of Ganley, and that's going to be a shot clock violation against the Bulldogs. So a costly turnover there for the Bulldogs. We'll see if they can have a defensive stop here and extend their 5-point lead. Gillum. The pass over to McEwen. Now in the corner, that finds Hopkins. Hopkins to drive inside, back out to Gillum. Almost picked by Brantley. Gillum gets it back. Gillum back out. Three-pointer on the way. It's up. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Broadway. There's going to be an over-the-back call against number 4, Gabe McEwen. That's McEwen's third. And Broadway will be the inbounder for the Bulldogs in the backcourt. He's going to give it into Brantley, and these Bears are starting to look a little winded. Brantley brings it across half court. Going to give it over to Broadway. Less than a minute to play in the half. Ely in the corner gets the ball. Now Broadway. Broadway on the inside drive. Kick it back out to Ely for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound brought down by the Bears. Gillum picks it up. And with 45 seconds on the clock, Gillum's going to cross the timeline, give it over to Hopkins. Hopkins going to melt some time off the clock and try to get a shot in the last 10 seconds. Hopkins, a pass over to Gillum. Gillum, guarded by Ely. Pass almost taken away. The drive by Benavides. A nice look. Pass inside. Going to find the big man, Timothy Bryant. Bryant puts it up and in. Shot clock's off. 13 seconds. Brantley comes down the floor with the ball for the Bulldogs. 9 seconds. Broadway, 6 seconds. Brantley, long three on the way. No good. Thurman gets the rebound. They'll put it up. No foul call beneath the basket. And that'll do it for the first half of basketball action. Your score, 25-22. Bulldogs will take a 3-point lead into the locker room, and we'll be right back on the Bulldog Sports Network for the second half of boys action. And we are back here on the Bulldog Sports Network. It's almost the end of halftime. The score 25-22. The Bears went on a big run in the last quarter. They scored 22 points that quarter, led by Ethan Hopkins. He's got 13 tonight. And for the Bulldogs, they're led by Grayson Ely. He's got 16 to his name. The Bulldogs lead this one, of course, by 3, 25-22, and looks like we will get some action underway here to start the second half. Broadway will inbound it to Brantley. And Broadway gets it back. He's going to pass in the corner. That finds Pierce. Pierce back to Broadway. Now down low to Pierce, and that one's taken away by the Bears. Gillum gets it. Shots up from Gillum, no good. Rebound down by Ely. Here's Ely to the other end of the floor, puts it up. Can't get it to fall, but he will draw the foul. Foul's going to be called on number 23, Rhett Knight, who has just checked into the ball game. Ely misses the first free throw. Second shot from Ely is up and in. (26-22) with 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Gillum hands it off. It's going to find number 20, Ethan Bratton. Bratton on the drive, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Brantley. Brantley's going to take it to the other end of the floor to look for a man. Finds Thurman. Nice pass to Ely. Ely's met with contact underneath the basket. And the foul will be called on number 42, Colton Curtis. Pretty hard foul there by Curtis beneath the rim. Ely will be at the line once again for Quitman. His first free throw is up and in. Second free throw on the way. It's a good. Bulldogs shooting pretty well from the charity stripe tonight, as they have not done so all season, but it's good to have a night where we see improvement. And that one loose on the floor. Broadway picks it up. Picked up by Pierce. Knocked out of Pierce's hand by Gillum. Pass in the corner. Finds Hopkins. Hopkins kicks out in the corner. Fakes the shot. Drives inside. Shots off the mark. No good. Hopkins gets the rebound. There's going to be a foul called beneath the basket. Going to be called against the Bulldogs. Number 21, that's Ethan Thurman, and Thurman's picked up his third foul. The inbound pass. Going to find Bratton. Now back out into the corner. Shots up, off the glass, and it's good for number 23, Rhett Knight. His first points of the evening. Brantley with the ball. A pass in the corner. Going to find Ely. Ely, a nice bounce pass to Pierce inside the paint. Spin move off the mark. No good. Rebound brought down by Gillum. Bulldogs lead it by 4, 28-24. Three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by the Bears. Hopkins puts it up and in for 2. That makes it a one-possession ball game. 28-26. Broadway, a bounce pass in the corner. Going to find Ely. He'll bounce pass it inside. Now back out to Broadway. Broadway to Ely for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Broadway. Broadway back out to Ely. Ely on the drive inside, off the glass. He made it look easy. Grayson Ely puts 2 more in. Three-pointer on the way from Hopkins. It's in and out. No good. and Hartwick is going to rebound. Brantley on the drive inside, puts it up. He's going to be called for the charge. Second personal foul on Owen Brantley. Inbound comes from Gillum in the backcourt. He's going to give it to Bratton. Benavides fakes the shot, puts it up and in. His first points tonight. Pierce on the inside, out to Black. Now to Ely. Shots up off the glass. It's good. Grayson Ely puts it up and in for 2 more. Already got 23 points on the night. He had 25 last night. That pass is out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Bulldogs. Broadway now to Black. Black up ahead, finds Ely in the corner. He'll pull it up, and it's going to be stripped from his hands by Bratton. Bears will come down the floor. Bratton with the ball in his hands. He's going to hand it off. Shots up. Bratton lost his shoe. And Benavides with the ball. He'll step out of bounds. Nope. There's going to be a foul called. Fouls against number 22, Luke Broadway. That's his first personal. And the shot, 3-pointer from Gillum is up, and it's in. Gillum with a dagger 3 for the Bears, and that puts them within 1, 32-31. Broadway, bounce pass over to Black, looking for a man. He'll give it back to Broadway, now back to Black on the gold cue. Black over to Ely in the corner. Ely to Broadway on the inside, the pass meant for Zane Pierce. He's going to be tied up beneath the basket. It's going to go the Bears' way. Bratton gets the ball off the inbound for the Bears. And these fans over here in the student section are getting pretty hyped, and he traveled. Yes, he did. I'm glad the referees caught that one because I sure did, and I was going to call it out either way. Black now over to Brantley. Now Ely in the corner. Brantley now to Hartwick for 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound pulled down and out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Ethan Black. It's going to go to the Bears. Gillum going to give it to Bratton. Bratton now to Knight. Back to Hopkins, and that one's taken away by Broadway. Broadway's going to be fouled on the sideline. It's going to be called on Ethan Bratton. His first personal. And Black will inbound it to Brantley in the backcourt. He's going to give it back to Black. Now in the corner, that's going to find Ely. Ely back to Black. Black, pull-up jumper. Off the tip of the iron, no good. Rebound by Gillum. Gillum's going to hand it off to Hopkins. Hopkins looks to go inside, kicks it back out to Bratton. Bratton on the inside drive in the paint, puts it up. It's good. Ethan Bratton's first points of the night puts the Bears back on top by 1, 32-33 with 2:06 to go in the third quarter. Black with the ball in his hands, going to pass in the corner to Hartwick. Hartwick back out to Brantley, now down low to Ely. Ely, jumper, up, no good, and the rebound comes away to Gillum. Gillum can just about out-rebound most everybody on this floor. He's got very long arms, and he's very tall. He's done good rebounding so far tonight. Shots up from Harness. And they call a charge. They call a charge on Hopkins. That's his second personal foul. Referee's going to take a moment, wipe some sweat up off the floor, and the Bulldogs will try to get their lead back, 32-33. Slade Hartwick in the corner with the ball. Looking for a man, will pass back out to Brantley. Brantley on the drive, jump stop, and there's a foul on the floor. Foul's called against number 23, Rhett Knight, his second. That's 5 team fouls against the Bears, so Owen Brantley will go to the line to shoot 2. His first one's up and in. That ties the ball game up at 33. Substitution made by the Bears. Brantley, second free throw, good from the charity stripe. Brantley's got 4 points, and the Bulldogs back out to a 1-point lead. 34-33, 1:22 to go in the third quarter. Bratton. Now to Gillum, and back to Hopkins. Hopkins tried to take it inside. He was denied. He's guarded pretty good there by Ely. He's going to give it back over to Bratton. Bratton, being guarded by Brantley. Gives it back out. Now here's Gillum. 5 to shoot. Gillum to the basket. Off the glass. Up and in for Gillum. Bears with a 1-point lead. 35-34. Bulldogs with the ball. Into the corner. Finds Ely. Now to Brantley. Brantley looks to go inside. He's going to try to get it back out. He'll get it to Hartwick. Hartwick on the outside. He's going to get it across to Ely. Ely with 18 to shoot. Ely in the corner. Pulls up a jumper from the weak side. Rebound by Black. Black puts it up and in. (36-35), a back and forth ball game. Shot clock's been turned off. White County's going to try to get the last shot off before the end of the quarter. Gillum with the ball. He'll give it to Hopkins. Hopkins looks to go inside, guarded by Ely. He's going to pass it back out to Bratton. Bratton puts it up off the glass, can't get it to go. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score, the Bulldogs lead by 1, 36-35. We'll be right back here on the Bulldog Sports Network. We're back as the Bulldogs have the ball to start the new quarter. Broadway with it. Now out to Brantley. To Pierce in the close corner. That's going to find Broadway. Broadway puts it in to Thurman. Thurman in the lane, puts it up, puts it in for the Bulldogs. Ethan Thurman puts 2 more in. And the Bears will look to answer. Bulldogs with the 1 possession lead by 3 points. Bratton underneath the basket's going to put it up, and he's going to draw the foul on the shot. Foul's going to be called against Broadway. That's his 2nd personal. Shots up, off the mark, no good. From Rhett Knight. Excuse me, that's not Bratton. Second one on the way, up and in. Still a 1 possession ball game, 38-36. Bulldogs lead it, 7:17 to go. Broadway on the golden fuse, going to pass to Brantley. Brantley now to Pierce. Pierce to Ely. Ely inside to Thurman, off the glass, puts it up and in. Count the basket for Ethan Thurman. Hopkins with the ball for the Bears. Bulldogs lead it by 4, 40-36, 6:50 on the clock. Gillum looks inside, pass out to Bratton. Bratton looks to go in, guarded by Brantley. Bratton still with the ball in his hands. He's going to give it to Hopkins. Hopkins going to go inside. And I'm not sure what they just called there. The referees are going to consult. I think they called an offensive foul against number 5. They called a foul against Ely. Okay, they called a foul against Grayson Ely. They're going to give the Bears the ball back. Ely's 2nd foul. Here's a corner 3 on the way. It's good. Big corner 3 from Colton Curtis. And that puts the Bears within 1, 40-39. Bulldogs with the ball. Pierce in the corner. Going to pass it into Ely. Ely looking for a man. He's going to muscle his way on the baseline. Kicks it back out to Brantley. Now in the corner. There's Thurman. Thurman looks to go in. Thurman pull up. Jumper from the far side. Can't get it to go. It's in and out. Gillum on the rebound for the Bears. 6 minutes to go. Hopkins on a spin move. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Ely gets the rebound. He'll give it to Broadway. Broadway will break the time barrier. Crosses it. Gives it to Thurman. Thurman looking for a man. Going to get it back out to Broadway. Here's Brantley in the corner for 3. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound by Gillum. Ethan Bratton with the ball. Going to pass to find Hopkins. Hopkins looks inside to Gillum. He's wide open under the basket. Thurman's there now. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Thurman gets the rebound. Pass to Pierce between his legs. And Brantley's there, thank goodness, to pick it up for the Bulldogs. Thurman on the Euro step. Going to try to get it to Ely. He'll get it for Ely. And Ely's going to draw the contact. Ely at the line will be shooting 2 for Quitman. Foul's going to be called on number 23, Rhett Knight. That's his 3rd personal as Ely puts in the first of 2. Ely's 2nd free throw on the way, and it is up and in. 42-39. Bulldogs back ahead by 3. Still a 1 possession ball game. Bratton with the ball, going to pass in the corner, find Hopkins. Hopkins passes it away across, now down low on the baseline, back to Bratton. In the corner, there's Curtis. Curtis passes to Hopkins. Hopkins looks to go inside, he's going to be fouled by Ely. Ely gets called for the reach-in foul, as he should. Gillum will put up the shot and be fouled on the floor. Foul's going to be called against number 21, Ethan Thurman. That's going to be his 4th foul. Inbound pass finds Hopkins, and they'll get the inbound, and White County's going to call a timeout. Since 1997, Nestlehead Insurance has helped thousands of Arkansans like you with their insurance needs. For the best guidance with a personalized touch, call them at 501-589-2467 for health, life, and dental vision coverage options. Lindsay's Resort is a proud platinum sponsor of Quitman Athletics. Since 1965, Lindsay's Resort on the Little Red River has been serving families and groups in Eva Springs. You'll come for the fishing and stay for the fun with rustic log cabins, guided fishing trips, and the Pot of Gold restaurant. We're positive your stay will be unforgettable. That's Lindsay's Resort on the Little Red River. And the Bulldog student section is hyped up tonight. I believe their theme tonight was Christmas, as it appears so. Band did a great job tonight. Looks like they've all packed up their stuff. Ball's going to go out of bounds. They'll stay with the Bears. Bears down 3, 42-39 with 4:30 to go in the game. And he traveled. Yeah, he did. Rhett Knight, they get him on the travel call. He took the ball and just took off running like a wide receiver. And the Bulldogs will get the ball back off the turnover. 42-39 the score, 4:25 to go. Broadway gets the ball. He's going to give it over to Pierce in the corner. Pierce on the baseline drive. He'll kick it out. It's going to go right into the hands of Gillum. Gillum to the other end of the floor for the Bears. Looks to go inside. Kick in the corner. Shots up on the way. Off the iron. No good. Rebound brought down by Hopkins. Hopkins puts it up and in. 42-41. Bulldogs still maintain a 1-point lead. Here's Broadway. Now over to Ely in the corner. That's going to give it in to Thurman. Thurman off the glass. It's not off the glass. He didn't get anything with that. I think he got blocked. No contact on the play. Will go out of bounds off the Bears. Bulldogs will get it back on the baseline. Broadway, the inbound underneath the basket to Zane Pierce. He'll put it in. Zane Pierce for 2. That's his first points of the ball game. Surprisingly. Here's Bratton. He's going to give it over to Gillum. Gillum looks to go inside. Gillum, spin move inside the lane, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound by Broadway. Broadway is going to take it, give it to Brantley. Brantley ahead to Pierce. Pierce takes it inside, puts up the jumper from inside the lane. Will be fouled from behind. Foul will be called on number 30, Jackson Gillum. That's his second personal foul. Zane Pierce at the line, shooting 2 for the Bulldogs. Puts his first one up and in. Pierce's second from the charity stripe on the way. It's good. And there's going to be a timeout called by the White County bench. And we will get to recognize some sponsors. Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy has been serving the Gooseberry Lake area since 1976. They are located on the back side of the Courthouse Square in downtown Heber Springs. If you are in need of insurance, see Jamie Ivy and her staff, who are now offering health insurance enrollment. Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy also provides private consultations, immunizations, along with testing and treating for strep, flu, and COVID. Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy offers delivery and curbside pickup. Their staff is committed to fast and friendly service. Stop by today and see why Ivy's Family Disco Pharmacy is Gooseberry Lake's #1 independent pharmacy. Go Bulldogs! 46-31, Bulldogs back out to a 5-point lead with 3:10 to play in this ball game, as Hopkins will be the inbounder for the Bears. He'll give it into Benavides. Benavides to the basket. He's swatted by Pierce. Pierce will get the pass, pick it up. Clean strip by Pierce on the other end. And here's Brantley. He'll put up a layup. Can't get it to go. Brantley is going to kick it out of bounds, and it'll be the Bears' ball. I think the Bulldogs got a little excited there. I'm going to say I sure did off of that block by Pierce. He did a pretty good job down there on the defensive end of things. There's going to be a foul. I don't know who he just called that on. There is no number 3 on the floor for White County. This is absurd. I have no clue what's going on. They call the foul on Grayson Ely. That's going to be the 4th foul on Ely. Every time they call a foul on this end of the floor against Ely, he always points like the ball is going back to the Bulldogs. It confuses everybody in the gym, first of all, and quite frankly, I'm just going to leave it at that. Second free throw on the way is good, no good from Bratton. He made his first. Pierce gets the rebound. Up ahead, he finds Brantley. Brantley, and a timeout called by the Bulldogs. (46-42) the score. Bulldogs up by 4 with 2:39 to go. And the dueling student sections down here. We'll get to recognize some more sponsors at this time. Mark Mansfield State Farm Agency is dedicated to helping the community of Quitman and surrounding areas with all things insurance, offering home, auto, and life insurance tailored to meet your individual needs. Call Mark at 501-365-3562. Go Bulldogs! Bobby Kennedy Construction is a 4th-generation supporter of the Quitman Bulldogs. We are family-owned and operated since 1985. Go Dogs! Looks like Grayson Ely will be the inbounder for Quitman. He'll get it in to Brantley. Brantley now to Broadway. Broadway back to Brantley. In the corner, there's Ely. Thought about shooting. Pass back to Brantley. Brantley's going to take it inside. Give it to Ely. Ely in the paint. Puts it up. Off the glass. Count the basket and 1 for Grayson Ely. Ely will get to go to the line to complete the old-fashioned three-pointer. Foul's going to be called against number 23, Rhett Knight. That's his 4th. And Ely's free throw comes and goes. It is good. That puts the Bulldogs up 49-42 with 2:12 to go. Ball's loose on the floor. They didn't get the jump call. That one's knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Ely flies out of bounds. The inbound pass taken away by Thurman. Thurman, a full court pass up to Ely. Ely receives it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. No foul call on the play. Gillum gets the ball into the basket. He will be fouled. He is fouled. I heard the foul from up here at the top of the bleachers. I don't know who they're going to get it. If it's on Thurman, that's his fifth. And they will call it on Owen Brantley. Gillum at the line, shooting 2 for the Bears. Free throw is up, in and out, no good. Second free throw from Gillum is in and out, no good. He missed them both. And the Bulldogs will have the inbound on the baseline. Broadway gives it into Brantley. 1:45 to go in the ball game. Brantley's going to get it ahead to Pierce. Pierce looks for a man. He'll skip past to Brantley. Now out to Broadway. Broadway double teamed in the corner. He's going to get it to Thurman. Now back to Brantley. Bulldogs trying to milk the clock a little bit. 10 seconds to shoot. Brantley's going to go inside. Kicks it back out, and it's taken away by Benavides. Benavides on the fast break. Benavides lays it up. Doesn't get it to go. He didn't get it to go, and it's going to be out of bounds on the Bears. The Bulldogs will have the ball. 49-42, 1:16 to go. Brantley's going to push the floor for the Bulldogs. He's going to hold up at the volleyball line, pass it back to Broadway, back to Brantley, and now back to Broadway. They're going to play a game of mucky in the middle for a minute, get it down low to Pierce. Here's Brantley with the ball, back to Pierce. And he is fouled by number 20, Ethan Bratton. Bratton picks up his second personal with exactly a minute left on the game clock. 14 fouls against the Bears. The inbound finds Brantley. Brantley gets it to Thurman. Thurman will be fouled. That'll be the 5th team foul. And Thurman will get to go to the line to shoot 2. Now it's just a game of who can make their free throws. And hopefully the Bulldogs will be able to do just that. Shots up from Thurman. The first one's good. Second free throw on the way from Thurman. It's off the mark, no good. Gillum on the rebound for the Bears. Bulldogs lead by 8, 50-42. A pass in the corner. 3 on the way. It's up, no good. Rebound by Thurman. Thurman brings it down. He's looking for a man to pass it to. He's going to get it to Pierce. Pierce. Timeout called. No, they're going to get a foul against the Bears in the backcourt. Bears were pressure defense the Bulldogs pretty good. I was wondering if they were going to get the 10 seconds in the backcourt violation, but the Bears bailed them out of that one. That'll send Zane Pierce to the line to shoot 2 with 38.9 seconds on the clock. Bulldogs looking to come out of this one with their first conference win this season. Pierce from the charity stripe puts it up, and it's off the mark and no good. Second shot from Pierce on the way. Up and in. Bulldogs lead by 9, 51-42. Here it's going to be a timeout called, and we will get to recognize some more of our wonderful sponsors. RK Barger Photography is a platinum sponsor and supports all things Quitman Athletics. RK Barger Photography is eager to capture all the moments that matter most to the Quitman Bulldog family. Go Dogs! And we're back with 34 seconds left in the ball game. The Bears look to go to the basket, and they do. Shots up. There will be a foul called down below. That's going to be against Owen Brantley. Brantley picks up his fourth. At the line, shooting 2 for the Bears is number 20, Ethan Bratton, and he makes his first. In case you haven't heard by now, the junior boys for the Bulldogs won tonight. That's their first win in 2 years. Second free throws, no good, but it will be put back up and in by Ethan Hopkins. White County calls a timeout. That means we'll take it with them. We'll be right back on the Bulldogs Sports Network. And we are back as Broadway will have the ball and run the baseline, try to get it in. He'll get it into Brantley. Brantley in the backcourt. Gonna look ahead. He finds Black. Shot clock's been turned off, and he will be fouled. Foul called on number 23, Rhett Knight. He is gone for the night. 5 fouls on the man in shining armor. And Ethan Black will be at the line for the Bulldogs to shoot. Benavides will check out of the ball game. And in will come Jeremiah Ganley for the Bears. Black at the free throw line, shooting 2. His first one's up, and it's good. Second one on the way. Up and in. Timeout called. Nope. Just a substitution. 53-45. Bulldogs with a good lead here. Shot clock is off. Time is winding down. The shot's up, no good. Ely on the rebound. Ely is going to be fouled down below by number 20, Ethan Bratton. And that'll put Grayson at the line. Bratton picks up his third personal. And Ely's free throw is up and in. Second free throw on the way from Grayson. Up, and it's in. Bulldogs up by 10, their biggest lead of the game. Shots up, no good. Hopkins puts it up and gets it to go. That'll do it. That'll do it, and the Bulldogs come away with their first conference win of the season over White County. The Bulldogs win 55-47 by 8. And each team that played tonight for the Bulldogs got the win. That, my friends, is what we call a clean sweep. And we will see you after Chris's break here on the Bulldog Sports Network. If you'd like to hear my beautiful voice some more, you can tune in to Lake Area Sports for the Quitman Bulldog away games. Till then, I'm Jacob Cater.